channel, but today we thought it would be fun to take a look at wildcats for a change. Cue tigers. Tigers are iconic animals beloved for their signature stripes. Everyone has heard of tigers, and many people have seen tigers at zoos or sanctuaries. However, there are a lot of interesting facts about tigers that aren't well known. Learning about tigers is important to understand more about these impressive felines and why conservation efforts are critical. If you enjoy this kind of content, subscribe to the channel for more cat videos. Now let's discuss 11 shocking facts about tigers. Number 1. Tigers are excellent at camouflaging. Tigers' stripes allow them to camouflage and blend in with their environment to hide from their prey. This is known as disruptive coloration, as the stripes break up the solid figure of the tiger. This makes it harder for prey to spot the tiger while it's lurking around. A tiger's stripes further provide camouflage by mimicking the appearance of sunlight on grass and trees. It imitates the shadows and dappled light of the sun in the environment to conceal the tiger. Even though this is all impressive, you may be wondering why tigers are bright orange. Since they typically live in jungles or forested environments, it seems as if orange would be a dead giveaway in the midst of all that green and brown. But scientists have an answer. While tigers may stand out against their environment in our eyes, the same may not be true for their prey. Much of the prey that tigers hunt have dichromatic eyes. This means that their eyes have two types of cone cells and can therefore see two primary colors, usually blue and yellow. This results in the perception of mostly blues and greens. Humans, on the other hand, have trichromatic eyes, meaning that we can see three primary colors, blue, yellow, and red. Humans, it seems, are among the few mammals that have trichromatic eyes. Dichromacy is viewed as the default for mammals. Humans, some monkeys, and some marsupials are the exceptions. Interestingly, many colorblind humans have dichromatic eyes. So depending on the type of color blindness, some colorblind people may see tigers similarly to how their prey sees them. Number 2. Tiger stripes are as unique as fingerprints. Just like individual humans have unique fingerprints, tigers have unique stripes. This means that no two tigers have the same stripes and every tiger is different. This helps researchers and conservationists to identify and track certain tigers to learn more about the species and protect them. It also aids in getting accurate population estimates. While each tiger is unique, some general trends can be observed in tiger populations, depending on location. For example, tigers in more southern regions tend to be darker in color with more stripes. Tigers in the northern regions tend to be the opposite. Overall, the pattern, color, and number of stripes vary from tiger to tiger. Number 3. Tigers are good swimmers. As almost every cat owner will know, house cats often don't like water. Most cats tend to strongly dislike getting wet, and being submerged in water is out of the question. Tigers, however, do not feel the same as their smaller domestic counterparts. Tigers love swimming, and they are great at it. They have been observed playing and relaxing in streams and rivers. Since tigers tend to live in very hot environments, the water provides a nice relaxing way to cool down on hot days. Tigers are even evolutionarily adept at swimming. They have webbed toes that allow them to swim with ease. Number 4. Tigers have a paralyzing roar. Tigers can produce booming roars that can induce a state of paralysis in their prey. A tiger's roar is around 114 decibels, which is around 25 times louder than a lawnmower. This incredible roar is used to ward away threats and intimidate prey. However, it isn't just the volume that makes a tiger's roar powerful. Tigers produce very low frequencies when they roar, so low that the human ear cannot detect them. It is these low frequencies that produce a paralyzing effect in the tiger's target. As a side note, roars aren't the only sound that tigers can make, however. Tigers have a versatile set of vocalizations at their disposal. Tigers can growl, chuff, hiss, bellow, snarl, and grunt. Tigers will produce these different noises for different purposes, mostly for communication. They can be social creatures and make different sounds like chuffs to greet and communicate with other tigers. Other sounds like snarls, growls, or hisses are used as warning sounds to scare or ward off other creatures. Number 5. Tigers can't purr. Purring is a thing that all cats do, right? Well, not so much. You may be surprised to hear that unlike our domesticated feline friends, tigers can't purr. Interestingly, tigers can't purr because they can roar. Cats that can purr have free hyoid bones that they use to vibrate their larynx and create a purring sound. Tigers, on the other hand, do not have free hyoid bones. A tiger's hyoid bone is against thick, strong cartilage. Cartilage is what allows the tiger to roar, but it is also what prohibits the tiger from purring. With this reasoning in mind, the same is true for other big cats. Other cats that can roar, such as jaguars and lions, can't purr. On the other hand, cats that can't roar, such as bobcats and cougars, can purr. Pretty interesting, right? Number 6. Tigers have existed longer than humans. While our ancient ancestors have existed for millions of years, the first anatomically modern humans, Homo sapiens, did not emerge until around 200,000 years ago. By that point, tigers had already existed for almost 2 million years. In fact, tiger remains found in the Gansu province in China date back to 2.15 to 2.55 million years ago. These remains belong to the Long-Dan tiger, an ancestor that closely resembles the modern-day tiger. However, the modern-day tiger is larger than its ancestors, likely because of an increase in the size of its prey. These remains place tigers in the Pleistocene era, which is the geological period defined as 2.58 million to 11,700 years ago. This means that tigers lived through the Ice Age and existed at the same time as now extinct creatures like the woolly mammoth and other large mammals, including giant beavers. It also suggests that tigers may have been around when the genus Homo first appeared, the predecessor to modern humans. It is thought that the first species of the Homo genus, the Homo habilis, existed around 2 million years ago. Many other species in the Homo genus would rise and fall throughout this period, eventually leading to the Homo sapiens species, which we today evolved from. Through all of that, the Homo habilis, the Neanderthals, and eventually the modern humans, tigers were there. Number 7. A tiger's skin is also striped. Tigers are well known for their iconic striped pelts, but it isn't just their fur that is striped. Underneath the coat, a tiger's skin is also striped. In case you're curious, this isn't the case for every striped animal. Zebras, another example of iconic striped animals, have black skin underneath their stripes. Even striped house cats do not have striped skin. It is suggested that tigers have striped skin because their hair follicles are deeply embedded into their skin, so much so that the outer layer of the skin exhibits the color of the hair even if the hair has been shaved. Number 8. Tigers are very adaptable. Tigers can be found in environments that drastically vary in climate. Many tigers live in warm, humid environments and can endure high temperatures. However, tigers are also known to live in much colder mountainous regions. Believe it or not, tigers can live in climates that are hotter than 100 degrees Fahrenheit, but have also been known to live in climates that are colder than -40 degrees Fahrenheit. They can also live in varying degrees of humidity. Some tigers live in very humid rainforests, while others live in dry grasslands. Surprisingly, however,